Hello, everybody. I forgot to save last time. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 2, War of the Abyss. I really don't have anything to say right now. Everything I had to say was said in Part 1. Technically, this is Part 3 because Part 2 was lost, but thankfully I wasn't able to save. Well, by wasn't able, I mean forgot. Add her back to the initiative roll. Blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. 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 Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Skipping. Oh good, I can skip that. Ah. And done. Whoa! Freaky. Haha! Oh, yes. Doesn't need to do that. Why can't I save? I'm gonna press a button to do something. I want to press a button to run, not walk. She doesn't have enough mana for her skills to be useful. I'm not going to be acting any of this stuff out, because right now I don't really feel like it, but... You want to read this stuff? You know... Pause the video. Okay, good. Whoa, that's cool right there. I am sending you to the dungeons for 2 weeks. Perhaps after stewing in there for a bit, you will learn to have a proper work ethic. No, please, not the dungeons. I swear I'll work my full shifts from now on. I promise that I... It is too late for that, Serena. Guardsmen! Yes, my lord. Take this pitiful woman to the dungeons. She will be remaining there for the next 2 weeks. Of course, Emperor. If you'll come with me now, my lady. Why, if it isn't Emperor Magus, you still look as young as ever, and you're a grandparent like me, no less. How do you do it? It is due to the bloodlines of my family, Chandra. I told you this before. We grow up quickly from birth, and then our aging process slows considerably when we reach the age of 18. You know, I remember reading about your great ancestors, Emperor. Elistra and Sakal, two of the greatest warriors that Shenandoah ever saw. It's definitely different from what I was taught when I was young. Oh, Krista, you were not even in this world when you were young. You were still in the other parallel world. True, true. You know, there are people that still confuse me with my counterpart in Golden Horn. I mean, we get along well enough, but just... wow, yes, considering the first time I saw Krista Iyer with a C, I thought she was Krista Iyer with a K, wearing a different set of armor. Yeah. She's definitely not me. Enough of this. We have more pressing concerns than the past. My apologies, Emperor. Please take care. Oh, Emperor Magus. What can an old man like me do for you? You are still alive after all this time? Have you ever even moved from this spot, Tilden? I'm still alive and kicking. I did try to get up earlier today, though the results were, pretty bad. I'm going to come in here one of these days and find him dead. And having never moved from here, no doubt. Did you say something, Emperor? Nothing. Just sit there and exist, Tilden. Oh man, that's funny. The image in the mirror seems to draw you in. It is fortunate that Zeon chose another as vessel already. Goodbye, my son. I should have killed you back in Verena instead of exiling you to Senafaria. At least that was a mistake that has now been corrected. Goodbye, Exides. I chose another as a vessel. Isis, what do you know? Something, not now. We have to get out of here first. I will speak of it later. What was that something? Your father was such an ass, Emperor. Indeed. He was like that since my childhood. Though as you both saw, he also let slip that Zeon chose another as his vessel. None of us truly understood what he meant, save for Isis. She chose not to inform us until she could find out who it was that became Zeon's new vessel. The answer came too late, unfortunately, as you know. Is that why she has not visited us already? Lately? Yeah, she feels guilt for not informing everyone sooner. She thinks it might have made a difference. Would it have? Likely not. I still would have led that army into hell and attempted to kill the atrocity of the gods no matter what. I personally would have. Zexor, before we put a final answer to this open question between us, there are things I must know. Why do you so desperately need the Inferni diadem? And what happened to my sister, Sabra? You wish to know why? I suppose it matters not, now that you're about to die a most agonizing death. To bring about the revival of Zeon requires the key to the Abyss and the Inferni diadem, the latter of which you have in your possession. When both are brought together, the revival of Zeon shall take place. This world, and everything, and everyone within it, shall be annihilated. As for your sister, she fought valiantly. To the end. Sabra. Sabra! No! My gods, no, mages. He must be lying. I have no reason to lie now, do I? Your sister is dead, mages, and I will kill you just as I killed her. You bastard. Sabra. Zexor. Zexor! Such raw anger and hatred. You should have joined us with Dark Lord, rather than side with those idiots you call friends. Zexor, my vengeance shall begin with you, and it will end with Zeon! Father, we should go. Was this a natural occurrence? No, I do not think it was, Your Majesty. If it were a natural disaster like a tornado or a coraquake, then we would have seen telltale signs. That was not the case here. It was as if some devastating force just scooped the village off the face of the world. There was nothing left. Sanjuan is quite right, Your Majesty. Some unknown force just obliterated the village, leaving not a sign of who or what may have done it. Nearly everyone perished, save for this one lady we rescued from the rubble. Your Majesty, if it were not for these noble knights, I would probably be dead by now. They are the finest there is, milady. Tell me, Anta, what are your thoughts on this? Perhaps we have a new threat, my liege. One unlike any of our past adversaries, such as Emperor Magus, as he would have no clear motive for this. I concur with Lord Anto on this, Your Majesty. As do I. I think we are dealing with a new threat, Your Majesty, and one that is able to get within our borders. Curious, sir, curious. Very well, then. I will assign a full complement of knights to investigate the area, and... No! I mean... Perhaps we should plan out our strategy more first. I think it would be unwise to send our knights into the area until we can better ascertain what we may be dealing with. I know he's evil, but he does have a point there. My queen, I must respectfully disagree with Lord Anto on that. I think an investigation of the area is warranted. I concur with Sir Anduin on this, Your Majesty. I think investigating the area with a full complement of knights is demanded of us. The people want answers as to what happened. Your insolence is most unbecoming. You hear, and yet you do not listen. Anto, that is enough! My apologies, Your Majesty. However, we should not simply rush into this and... How did you do it, Anto? Tell me. Tell me why you had to murder those innocent people in cold blood. Anto. He was the one behind this? You traitor! I'll kill you! Do not presume to judge me! How did you know, Reina? I knew the moment you started speaking your lies aloud, Anto. Never have you lied to me, so it was easy to notice. At least for me. Reina, I thought that perhaps I created an emergency and then solved it. Then maybe you might give me more than a second glance. No, Anto, that is not the way to unlock my heart. You've only managed to break it with your deeds. Reina, no, I did not mean for it, but I thought I could... I have little choice left, Anto. I have to have you arrested for what you have done. You will be put to death for your treason, Anto. You miserable lout. I'm going to take great pleasure in dragging your ass to the dungeons. Then you'll leave me with little choice. You will all be brought down to your knees by the time I am through with the lot of you. Anto. Oh, gods, no. That damnable Anto. I know how the rest of the story goes for the most part. Anto went to Antivian and failed at a takeover there. So then he joins up with the Abyss and summons Zayon. You all go into the Abyss, and confront him and Zayon, and we kick the hell out of them. I get all that. What I don't understand is why the Abyss didn't seal up when we defeated Zayon. Do you remember hearing the song, Krista? How could I forget? How could anyone forget it? Creeped me out. That song. That wasn't just a cute little reference. That was that actually happened. That happened within the context of the game. Wow, that... Wow. Just gonna put my headset back on. That song is both a warning and an answer to that very question you asked, Krista. You see, Zayon chose Antokalius to inherit his essence and become the Lord of the Abyss if he was defeated.
I was curious about that as well, but now I understand. The song is about Anto coming for us, and to let us know that he leads the Abyss now, correct?
Correct, Desan. Though he has been revived, Anto himself cannot invade our world until he has two items in his possession. The Infernite Diadem and the Key to the Abyss, both of which we possess.
So why not just destroy both items?
We tried to destroy the Infernite Diadems the Face suggested, though for some reason it has repelled any force brought against it. It is the same with the key of the... It's the same with the Key to the Abyss.
What about the Infernite Diadem and the Key to the Abyss? Where did they end up anyways?
Since we cannot destroy them by any means we currently possess, we agreed to hide them from the enemy. One is located in Kazareth and the other is located somewhere within Golden Horn's territory. I have not informed Queen Reyna where ours is hidden, and vice versa. This is a safeguard that both of us are agreed on in case one of us is captured or killed. If you're going to ask what happens if both of us are captured, I will elaborate on that if only such a time arises.
Father. Emperor, we should get going.
Yes, let us proceed.
Magus, what the hell's are you doing here? I thought I told you to stay at home.
Exodus! You will never leave this field alive, I vow this.
Your worthless existence bores me to no end. It is time you join the rest of your miserable rabble in death. Troops, prepare to crush the enemy. As for you, Magus, go back home. This is just like you not to listen to me. You never do. Let me take command of our troops, and I will show you that... You never do. Let me take command of our troops, and I will show you that I am more than capable.
Enough. My say is final. This is my command, not yours.
Nor do I think you will ever be as adept as I am. This is simply not your place.
No, I refuse to obey your pathetic orders. I can lead our troops to victory, and you know it. My word is law. You will not disobey me, Magus. Step aside and go back home now! Your words and your law be damned. You never listened to me before, and to this day you still do not. If only my strength was enough, then I would take your command and decimate the enemy myself.
So shall it be done.
What in the blazes?
No, it cannot be. Caesar's?
What do you mean?
Who? Magus Dragonly, I hereby grant unto thee the blessing of my power. So say I, the one who grants his touch upon thy essence. Such awesome power, I can feel it coursing through my veins. I understand what I must do now.
Magus, what has the Dark God done to you?
What in the bloody hells is going on here? This must be some kind of trick.
A trick? No. It is destiny. My destiny shall finally come to fruition. No one can stop me now. Not you, Father. Not Verena. Not anyone. Allow me to show you all the way to the hells.
I remember that day all too well.
So that's how it happened. I read the stories, but I never envisioned what I just saw. You know, that almost felt like we were actually there in those moments. I have to say, Emperor, you made one hell of a cute kid.
Oh, was I now?
Perhaps you would also find it cute if I tore out your heart and fed it to Ezra.
Oh, maybe you were not cute at all. Did I say cute? I meant powerful. Very powerful.
Well, that's all the mirrors in this place.
Uncle, I know why you have sought me out. You seek to know more about our enemy, yes?
Indeed. There may have been something from the past that I have missed or neglected to remember. Can you assist me in this, Cytherea?
As you are already aware, Uncle, as an oracle, I can assist you with seeing what was and even what may be happening now. Look into the mirrors. They may hold insight.
My gratitude is given, Cytherea.
Anything I can do to help, Uncle. I will be remaining here while my daughter is away. So to be able to help you is a gift in itself.
Your mother would have been proud, Cytherea. You are a credit to her memory.
Are you my very life, Uncle? If it were not for you rescuing me, I would have died right there in her arms.
You owe me nothing, Cytherea. It was something that simply had to be done. We will talk about this more when I return.
Until then, Uncle, I will take good care of the Citadel while you and the others are away.
May the honorable darkness guide you, Cytherea.
Thank you, Uncle. May the Reaper Quietus guide your path to victory.
I can't remember if you guys can actually see the mouse pointer on the recording, but it's still bugging the hell out of me when it's on screen. Again, my freaking castle. I probably put most of this stuff here myself. You know, these graphics actually look pretty nice, even though they are upscaled to 1280 by 1024, I think. And I think that's the aspect ratio of my monitor.
Don't sell yourself short, my lady. There have been plenty of times when the Valmerian mages got us out of a jam. Exactly. Just keep on doing your best and we'll pull through this. Thank you, Commanders. I think I needed to hear that. We'll do our best.
We're doing the best we can, but our magic can only go so far against the enemy's hordes.
Stop whining. It tarnishes the pride of the Valmerian mages. They'll crush the enemy, and that is all there is to it. Numbers be damned!
You're right, of course, Commander. My humble apologies. We'll show them what it means to face the might of the Valmerian mages.
Oh, really? Well, it's not going to. We're going to make our enemies pay dearly for killing our kith and kin, and we're going to take back our world from them.
Yes, yes we will. Our comrades did not die in vain to even think I let myself have those thoughts. By the way, last night's D&D session was epic. I'm recording this on Thursday, so, you know,
those of you who are watching, you're probably gonna get a kick out of it. Wow, that sounds eerily familiar and freaky. Okay, I really don't know what that's for. Yeah, that was Zayon. Yeah, the remastered version of Zayon's face look of Wow, this is like a game of Snake. But yeah, he doesn't look powerful or commanding at all. He looks... well, he looks like a bitch.
Emperor, please let me out of here. I learned my lesson. I swear I'll never...
Nothing you can say can change your fate. Nothing you say can change your fate now, Serena. You will be in here for the next 2 weeks. Well, at least she's not a rabbit. Or dead. Or a dead rabbit. He looks like a pampered, spoiled, inbred 16th century prince. Zayon. I mean, the old face looked kind of intimidating. Or at least vague enough that you couldn't read what he was, the emotions. As opposed to what it is now, and it's just sort of like a diva-esque snooty disgust.
try to do everything I did before the game crashed. By the way, yes, I did turn on data execution prevention. For this, I figured, it worked for the first game, might as well try it again. There's some pretty nice detail going into all of these character sprites here. Quite a bit more so than was than they were able to put into the ones from Sides of Fate. Now, have I been over here? Okay, yeah, that's the barracks. You can do with a couple more frames of turning animation, but it works perfectly fine. Oh wait, wrong way. Certainly hope they're not coming back. Although I wouldn't mind if their theme song came back. That song is freaking awesome. Try not to worry. Your husband is a soldier of the Empire, and he knows how to take care of himself.
That really doesn't help. Don't need to. Don't really need to. Why do they put a training academy in? Sure. Oh, for this stuff. Accessories that every party member can equip. Boosting stats like evasion, critical hit rate, providing resistance against status elements, and various elemental attacks. Okay. Because of the new... Oh, so you no longer have to use crystal shards. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder exactly how useful the Transformers would be against the Abyss. Ah! I didn't press down.
As you can see, it is empty here. It's been like this since about 6 months ago. I wish I knew how to restore people's faith in diseases during this most trying time.
And on that note, I'll see you guys later with more Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 2, War of the Abyss.